When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Friday, July 31st. And kiddos, if you live in Pennsylvania, be happy because it is back to school in Georgia down here. So it is that time of year. If you're Anthony's kids and you haven't gone school shopping yet, you're in trouble. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
Yeah,
they really started on Monday?
Huh? They went the other day, actually, school shopping. So
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're good. Georgia's starting Monday.
Georgia started today in some spots. 6 counties started today.
You know why I know that they're a bunch of clowns? Because it's Friday. It's Friday, dude.
I said the same
Friday.
thing.
It's the last day of the month. That's clown behavior. I mean, if you're living in Atlanta, send your kid to a private school.
Just put the kids in school on Monday. They can handle the whole week. They've been off all summer, you know?
August 3rd's fine. Yeah, that's insanity.
gotta ease them back into it.
I mean, hey, it kind of goes into our topic today, right? For everything that we think that changes, it all stays the same. I was doing looking at my old marketing, and from 2 years ago, I was talking about rates that are practically the same they are now. They were elevated 2 years ago. We've been on this roller coaster through the sixes, I would say, the last couple years, where interest rates have gone from the low sixes to the high sixes, back to the low sixes, back to the high sixes. We're doing loop-de-loops. The war has caused rates to increase a little bit, but it is what it is. Folks are still buying houses, and all it is our job as mortgage and real estate professionals is get our buyers into the best situation as possible. It's what we're here to do, Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bad of me to say that I've become numb to the 6 rates, but like we've been here for 3 years. It's not going anywhere. They do go up and down, don't get me wrong, but they go up and down within the 6s. So buyers also, they are also getting used to this. They have been in this market for a while. They've been looking for a while. So they're used to the 6% rate. We got to find them a little bit something more to get them into that house and get them going.
And Anth, every time we start getting closer to that scary 7, I pull out my panic button. And right now it's sitting right here in front of me. I haven't opened the lid, haven't pressed any button yet, but here when we have higher 6s, we don't want to get anywhere near 7. And with this war, you know, obviously it's a variable, but there are ways to keep rates lower for our buyers. We just got to structure everything properly.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely correct. I mean, once we approach 7, it's kind of like that level where people start getting scared off and, you know, I'm just going to wait till the rates drop, you know, and there's so many misconceptions in that phrase because people have been waiting for 3 years for the rates to drop and they've only gone up, and people were marketing, hey, the rates are going to be in the 5s. We're going to see high 4s, low 5s, you know, next year, you know, buy now. And we've been saying for 3 years that the rates are going to level around in the low 6s, you know, we're elevated right now though. But yeah, there are options to be able to utilize seller's assistance. Prices aren't dropping, you know, so let's utilize that equity to give a seller buy down to the client with the offer to help them lower their monthly payment, make it more affordable. Even if the rates are in the 7s, you know, we can still keep the clients in the 6s with a seller buy down option where we're buying down the interest rate and utilizing seller's assistance. We're seeing more of seller's assist, but it's still a bad word, you know, in some real estate, you know, fashion, you know, that seller's assist is, you just can't get it in this market. I don't know why, you know, but this market is not, there's no better time to get seller's assist than in a market like this where the rates are elevated.
I mean, you hit it right on the head, Anth, and this is why we need your guys' help as realtors, because we can't lower the buyer's interest rate unless you put in the buyer's offer that's needed. And that offer is with seller assistance. I know. It's common that everyone wants to think the only way to use seller assistance is, oh, I'm going to get it to lower my closing costs. Or, oh, now this buyer isn't as good of a buyer because they're asking for seller assistance. That's wrong, guys. On the financing side, we want the buyers to win in negotiations. And seller assistance is something they're allowed to ask for on every single purchase transaction. It just depends on the loan type. So we on the financing side are pushing seller assistance. This is a way to use it in a different manner. We're not lowering closing costs, Tom. We're using it to get the money from the buyer to buy down the interest rate. And if you get 3% seller assistance, boy, could you use that nicely to buy down the interest rate.
Yeah, I mean, 3%, that's what we're asking for. That's the minimum, kind of on the minimum down one. And it will be, it usually comes out about 2.25% to 2.5% needed. So they might even get some extra for that closing cost to help as well. So you could use it all different types of way. It is so beneficial to buy down that rate, though, for that buyer that's, teetering on the edge. Maybe that $2,500 a month payment just a little bit too much. So we get them that buy down, 2-1 buy down. Year one, they're down, $400. Year two, down $200. And again, these are just estimates, but $400 to somebody a month is a big deal. I mean, the cheapest car you could buy right now is about $400 a month. So it is a kind of a big deal on that end. So if you're able to save that person that much money by just putting in the offer and asking for the assist, because in certain cases, some of these houses are sitting. Yes, some have multiple offers. Yes, some of them are hot. Yes, some of them have 30 offers on it and they go for $1 million over ask price. But some of them also sit. And then we got people coming, oh, we're going to offer 160 on a 170. It's like, offer 170, get the assist. Let's be able to maneuver a little bit. I mean, if you got it for 170 with 10K in assist or whatever works out, and you want to do a principal curtailment, we'll buy it straight down, and we could act like it was a lower sales price. So we'll make it work.
I mean, plain and simple, we'll make it work, but we need the realtor partner, Anth. We are dead in the water on the financing side. If we get a sales contract without seller assistance and we have this grand plan for the buyer on their financing side, and now we can't do anything because everything we've talked about came in with no assistance.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the pre-offer huddle. It's always very important for that huddle because we're helping you structure the transaction or the offer based on what helps the client and what they need. I mean, ultimately, if the house sits like Tom said, what are they going to do, guys? They're going to drop the price. They're going to drop it 10. If it still doesn't sell, the next month they're going to drop it another 10. So now the seller just lost 20 grand off the list when they could have just gave 3% assistance, which would save the client more money than just a $20,000 price reduction. It's about $36 for every 5,000. So 20,000, $144, is what the client's saving, where we could actually have gotten less money for seller's assist and saved them more than that and more long-term interest. So seller's assist is very important.
Yeah, I mean, the way we look at it, price reductions are very short term. I get it. You can brag to your friends. You can talk to your agent about the price you got the house for, but you're getting a mortgage for 30 years. We're looking at the long-term cost, and the interest rate, guys, is a huge part of your payment. And when we can lower the rate to the point that it's more beneficial than getting a lower price, the numbers don't lie. But a lot of the times we don't get that option because you guys as realtors are just putting in the offer thinking it's better for the client to get the lower purchase price, when in theory, Tom, it would be better for the client to go in at asking and get the seller assistance.
Yeah, we see it a lot. And it can all be avoided. We just need a simple phone call. It doesn't need to be crazy. You don't need to talk to us for minutes. We're not going to take up your whole day. Just, you could simply ask the question, what do you think's better here? This or this? We'll give you our financial background analysis on it. I don't know what you want to call it, but we'll be able to instruct you which will be better, which will help the client more, and show them where those payments could possibly go by getting a seller's assist.
Tom said it great. That's all we have for today. If you need some financial advice over the weekend, give us a shout. Great puka shells, Tom.
I'm headed to Hilton Head tomorrow, so got to get it going.
See you guys
All right,
over Tuesday.
Later, boys.
See you guys.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony. Oh,